Hello and welcome to the GeoPoker channel. Today I am going to try yet another map. This time it is an extraordinary world, which is actually kind of similar to a complete world, as in that it has or that it includes photospheres, meaning that you will not only find countries that have street view, but also those small and obscure places that do not have street view. But the focus of this map is a different one. Here, the focus is on extraordinary locations. The advantage of that is that we will get to see really impressive, really beautiful, or just really unusual and interesting locations. The downside is that a lot of them are really hard to get. Now, I have played this map a few times before, and I could say that the name is absolutely adequate, but, you know, trying to get a really good score, like 20,000 plus, without moving, almost impossible. But we'll see. Let's play. Let's make it a challenge as always, so you can play along, and let's start. Okay, oh wow, that is extraordinary. Is this Tibet? I mean, we're certainly in the Himalayas, I think there's no doubt about that. But is this Tibet? Or is it Nepal? I mean, there is that famous temple in Lhasa, no? But is that the one? I think not. I think the one in Lhasa is bigger. And I think it's higher up in the mountains. I would argue that this is... what would I argue? It's probably in Nepal. Because I don't know if you would find Indian writing like that in China. I mean, at the end of the day, Tibet is in China. But yeah, I mean, I have to admit, I really don't know enough about this region to tell. But I am going to assume that we are in Nepal. Is there some clue here? There probably is. If only I could read that. Okay, yeah, let's see. I mean, let's just scan Nepal a bit. Maybe we can find like a mark for a really famous temple somewhere up in the Himalayas. Let's just quickly have a look. I mean, how far would I have to zoom in? Okay, there's nothing here. Difficult. Like, for example, this place. Like, is there anything here? No, if I zoom in, it's just a white screen. See, the thing is the writing here. Now, in Nepal, they use the Devanagari script, right? And this is not Devanagari. I mean, we can go back to that little piece of cloth here that I have no idea what it's called. Now, this is not Devanagari. This is... I don't want to embarrass myself, but is it Gujarati script? It might be. Let's just check the map. I'm sure we can find something. See, this is classic Devanagari. No two ways about it. Now, where do they... See, exactly, this is what I mean. No, this is the Bengali script. What did I say? Oh, I said Gujarati. I meant Bengali. Jesus. I meant Bengali, of course. This is the Bengali script, right? It looks very similar, at least. It's more... You know, it looks more, how do I say, aggressive, a little bit more pointy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but is it? It doesn't quite look like it, but I mean, what else is there? I mean, all of these regions use Devanagari. What do they use in Sikkim? I don't know. Apparently the Latin script. Don't quite believe that. But see, whether it be Bangladesh or West Bengal, are there any regions that far up north in the mountains? I mean, this is all completely flat, right? But maybe it's up here. Maybe it's not the Himalayas after all. What a plot twist. I think it might actually be somewhere up here, yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for that. Let's just see. Can we find some famous temple, some landmark? Not the airport, maybe. A place like that is probably quite far away from an airport. I have a feeling it's here. I am almost sure. Maybe somewhere up here, you know? Nah, there are too many rivers here. This is too flat. You know, I think I'm gonna go up here. I don't know how Nah, this is not mountainous. Come on, come on. Didn't I just have a mountainous region? Yeah, down here. You know, let's just go down here. Let's just go crazy. Was I close? Actually, yeah, sort of. But it was in China and it was in the Himalayas. Look at that. That's interesting. In Songzhanlin. Okay, look at that. Let's see, okay. Also, this photosphere is loading. That's a common issue these days, so I'm glad this worked, but probably shouldn't jinx it. Now, this place certainly looks East Asian. Oh, wow. Now I get why it's extraordinary. Look at that. What is that? That is another temple, but this one is not in the mountains. It's literally in the middle of a lake, or maybe the sea. Nah, probably a lake. Wow, okay. I mean, looking at it, like looking at this, not this, but this style of pagoda on the temple, that I don't think that leaves too many options. Let's also not leave the name out of the equation completely. That is definitely a clue as well. Though not in this case, I think. At least not for me. And yeah. Okay, we have this pagoda-like structure. So what does that leave us with? I think it's either Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, or Laos. Or Lao, I think it's pronounced. I don't think it's Vietnam. I don't think so. I also don't think it's Malaysia, because Malaysia as well as Indonesia are predominantly Muslim countries. So yeah, it leaves us with these four. Now, this appears to be a pretty major lake, so let's just look for big lakes around here. I mean, I'm talking... How big am I talking? Let's just see. Also, let's see if we can find some mountains, maybe. I mean, if this is a lake, but it just looks like one. No, there are mountains all around. Or maybe some sort of a bay, an estuary or something like that. But I mean, here it's quite flat, and there are certainly larger mountains towards the, towards the southeast. Okay. But also north, yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. Let's check these lakes here. Could it be? You know, maybe here. There's a pagoda here, but yeah. Ah, wait, is that... But that's on an island. No, that's not on the lake itself. Okay, let's not focus on this lake too much. There must be many more around here. Let's just quickly scan the whole area. Maybe this one. It could very well be. That's more like a reservoir. Now the question is, how old is this temple? Because if it's a reservoir, it must be a really recent build, right? But I'm assuming that these temples are quite old. Oh, I might be wrong. So maybe let's check something that is not a reservoir. Okay, this is also one. Let's check it anyway, just real quick. Any big landmark? At least not at this zoom level. Okay. Most of these lakes are reservoirs, huh? Pattaya too? Difficult. I mean, I could search the map for hours, and I promise you I won't, but I just want to check at least the big lakes, you know, just so I don't miss out on anything obvious that I could have just found with like a few minutes of searching. Ooh, wait, was there something there? Queen Tara floating. Nah, that must be like a tourist boat or something. I don't think that's a floating restaurant over there. That is pretty much a floating temple, what we saw. Nah, at least it's not indicated clearly on the map. Did we check Lao? We checked that lake. Maybe further south? What about this one? You know what? There's some photo spot here. Ah! This could be it. I can't read it, but you know what? Let's just see. Would be really cool. Not that cool after all. It was a lake, it seems. I didn't look at this lake. Let's see. Could I have found it? Is it indicated? Yes, it is. Damn it. Checked the wrong lakes. Well, let's see what's next. No, come on. Load. Please load. Come on. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Please. No, what is wrong with this? Come on. No, not start game. What? Oh, yeah. Start this round, please. Yes. Please display it. GeoGuessr, come on. Don't do me like that. Do not do me like that, please. No. Okay, I am going to keep... I was about to say I will keep refreshing this until I get an image and come back to you, but here I am. It is blurry. It is... Well, let's see. Maybe it gets better. We can kind of, sort of see a waterfall here. So that is some clue. I mean, it looks fairly tropical, even from those few pixels. That is quite apparent. And we have this name, which makes me believe, okay, probably South America, probably somewhere in the more mountainous parts of the Amazon rainforest. And since apparently Google decided not to provide me with any better imagery than this, I am just going to go somewhere here. Now this is all, of course, very much tropical, and it gets mountainous really only here. I think most of this is very flat. So we're really far out here in the mountains. Even this, I think, is quite flat. I think we really have to go maybe, you know, here, maybe a national park. That would explain why, you know, people go there, take these photos. I just want to find, you know, one of these landmark signs that show a waterfall, and then, you know, at least that much effort I can put into this search. because I'm sure that would be on the map. Maybe further down here? Probably not the most touristy places. Very difficult to reach region here. Yeah. This is probably a bit too far away from civilization for people to just go there and take these photospheres. Maybe here? You know, somewhere up here in this national park maybe. Certainly there are waterfalls around here. Certainly. If only they were on the map. I can't believe that nothing is indicated here. Not a single waterfall. I can't believe that. I don't know, maybe these things are not that well mapped or indicated. Maybe I'm looking for a marker that doesn't exist. So, in order to not stretch this too much, I am just going to go somewhere up here. Ooh, that was pretty far off. It was actually all the way up in the north of Brazil, and yeah, absolutely no chance of getting that, but at least it wasn't too bad. And we are in another black photosphere. Please GeoGuessr if there is any way to fix this bug as soon as possible. Please do it. I'm sure you're trying hard, but this is just making these games so difficult to play, you know? So frustrating. But, as I said before, I am going to keep refreshing this until I get an image. And if it takes too long, I'll just fast forward you. Well, I had to turn off the hardware acceleration in Edge, and now it seems to work. This is something that I had already done in Google Chrome, and it worked for a while, but then I started getting black photospheres again and again. That's why I switched to Edge initially, and yeah, there it worked for a while, but now I have been getting the same problem. Now I changed that setting. I don't know if this is gonna be long lasting, but let's just enjoy it while it lasts, shall we? Now let's look at this. We are probably in India. Yep. Or Nepal. But looking at these palm trees, Nepal? Though maybe. Don't completely want to rule that out. Also, an Indian name down here. Now, are there any clues? Can we read that? Let's see. Nope. But maybe, just maybe, I can brag a bit and try to read that. Now this is a short I. This I can't really read. This is another short I. This is maybe a D, a bit hard to tell. This is probably an N. This is a V. This is another N. So it's something that ends in Aven. Now I don't think that's the place name, to be honest. Maybe it's something like Bhavan. I don't know. It's probably more the name of the name of the institution. So what else do we have? Do we have big mountains? No, we don't. It's quite flat. So maybe not Nepal. Probably not Nepal. We have palm trees. Do we have any other clues? I do not believe so. So yeah, I can basically click anywhere in India and it would probably be yeah, an okay guess, because I don't know. I can't get much out of this. Clue wise, so let's say we are relatively far south. You know, maybe somewhere in Goa. Maybe we find something that ends in Aven. Don't think so though. Again, I don't believe that is a place name. Also, most of these names here are, of course, Portuguese, or at least have Portuguese influence. So let's just go here and see what we get. Ooh, that was something. That is an interesting location. Now I get why it's on Extraordinary World. I mean, that location is certainly something, but the score is certainly something else. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, at least no black screen, that's something. Arabic writing in the name down here. Oh, go away map, and okay, all right. What in the world is this? It's a waterfall. Will you look at that? Okay, that is okay. So we have a waterfall in what seems to be a almost deserty area, and then there's a lake here, probably man-made, where people are rafting. There are also some geese. A lot of people taking photos. There's some fucking, what is that? Goats? Oh, but no, these are just probably just plastic, not real ones. Okay, all right. There's a lot to look at here. It's wow. Okay, this is, well, it is extraordinary, no doubt about it. Wow. I mean, now all we have to do is go to the Middle East and find an oasis in the mountains. Not an oasis, rather a stream in the middle of a very dry area. I have a feeling this might be Iran, because I mean, I don't know, maybe this is kind of a prejudice, but I don't think that in the Afghanistan of today, you would find something like this. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm thinking this is in a country like Iran. Yeah, probably. So where would that be? I mean, the mountainous region is definitely down here, but there are also some mountains here, close to the Caspian Sea. So, can we find any rivers, any streams here? This area is too dry, I think. Maybe here, you know? Maybe here. Like, this seems to be going down a pretty steep hill. It's close to a settlement, which would explain, or rather close to a city, which would explain the big crowd. So yeah, maybe it's somewhere around here. How cool would that be if I got that right? I mean, it doesn't really correlate though. I don't see anything like that, but I think we're in Iran. I just have a feeling we're in Iran. Maybe here? I mean, it's obviously not the big lake. It's probably coming maybe from the big lake. I don't know. Hard to tell. Also, this place, as impressive as it is, it's probably tiny. Wait a second. Are there flags? If there are flags, then they're not really visible. Maybe here somewhere. Surely it's somewhere around one of these lakes. Maybe here. There's some river here. Ah, yeah, look at that. This might be it. You know, somewhere along this. You know? It could be. Could it be this thing here? I mean, where is it coming from? The water. Well, it is coming from the west pretty much. So this doesn't really fit that well. Also, we're way too close to the sea, I think. I think we're further up in the mountains. Maybe here. Come on, let's get this. That would be so cool. Well, it doesn't. No. Not quite. Maybe here? Sorry if I'm being a bit unorganized. Cheshire Jungle Park. Cheshire Gardens. You know what? That may just be it. At least it's... no. No, it looked more touristy for a second. Mount Gar. The Lost Paradise? May it be this? You know what? Since I don't have a better clue and this stream at least seems to be coming from the west, I'll just go here. And we'll see. Oh, it seems to be in Iran, or is it in Iraq? Oh, it was in Iraq actually. Alright. Is it visible on the map? Oh, it kind of is. It's the Gali Ali Bag waterfall. Alright. Well, the score is okay. Let's view the summary. I mean, 12,000 points for a map like that I think are decent. South America, I guess, was okay. This was okay. And these guesses, well, they were all okay. I think that's a good way to summarize this. Hope you liked it. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.